Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Resident Evil 6 with Spirit.
Hey guys.
We just went through like 40 minutes trying to get this set up properly. I'm not even going to get into that. Let's just get started with the game.
Yeah.
Now, this first episode is mainly going to be the tutorial and stuff, so
Yeah, am I signed in or
I. Well, you won't actually be able to play co-op until we get past the tutorial, I don't think, so I might as well do this. You know what? Whatever. This game isn't even scary anyway. Who cares? Just leave it at default. First off, I want to apologize for Spirit's voice quality, but we can't really do any better than this.
yeah. I mean,
Because, yeah, I mean, my headset doesn't pick him up very well because it faces directly towards me, so I'm sorry that his voice isn't going to sound that well, but I'll do my best to bring it up loud and clear in editing.
yeah, the truth is I do try to speak a little louder than I normally do because, my voice, even though it's so much deeper than Ido's, it's definitely, because he's the one wearing the headset, my voice doesn't exactly pick up because
Mhm.
the microphone is actually aimed towards him.
As I just said, but
Yeah.
yes. Anyway, yeah, it's Resident Evil 6. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. I like this game.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that hate Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 5, but you know what? I like both of them. I think they're good games, but I do think they're better co-op, especially Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 is way more fun when you're playing it co-op
Yeah.
with someone. Resident Evil 6 is pretty fun in single player, but it's still better in co-op. And me and Spirit have actually been thinking about, playing this game together for quite some time, but we just never really got around to it. Like, this is something that we wanted to do even before I got an Elgato, and I always wanted to, like, hold off until I had a better, recording device than the Dazzle I currently use, which didn't even work properly half the time.
Fun fact.
And it wasn't even an HD device. Sorry for interrupting. Well, technically you interrupted me, but...
Fun fact, I actually own the same gun that Leon uses in this game.
Okay, now, in this first video, yeah... Spirit is actually going to need to go home soon, but after all the trouble we went through getting this set up, I figured we would get at least one video done today. He's probably not going to be playing in this because the tutorial isn't like a co-op thing.
It basically just gives you a brief overview on how the controls work.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, it really does look a lot like my gun. Except Daisy is a little bit bigger. Daisy is my gun, by the way. She's a 22, Leon has a 45.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell from the bullet, the barrel.
Hang in there, Helena.
She's the one that had to get the spring replaced for. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Slow you down. Just go.
Didn't really take me that long to replace it. It only cost me about $40 to get the spring replaced.
Come on.
All I had to do was pull back the slide, flip it over, and replace it.
By the way, I'd like to mention that, normally, during cutscenes and stuff, like when I'm Let's Playing something, usually during a cutscene I won't talk, but since this is a co-op thing with Spirit, yeah, we're probably going to be talking over a lot of the cutscenes, so that rule doesn't really count.
Apply here.
It doesn't really, I've decided that it won't really apply to, stuff that I'm doing together with him.
Yeah.
And yes, this game is quick time event crazy. That's one of the main reasons people don't like it, but I personally don't mind quick time events. I don't see any problem with them. The only time I don't like quick time events is if they're used you know, like, in a lazy way. Like, if you have this big encounter that should have been, like, a boss fight or something, and the whole thing is just a big quick time event,
Yeah.
you know, that's when I don't like him, because that just feels really cheap. And obviously, an actual fight would have been way more fun, but if it's, like, something that happens during the middle of a cutscene, or, you know, just to, like, open a door or pull a switch or something, I don't really mind them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking this video will just be the tutorial. Like, when we get to the actual start of the, you know, the main game, that'll be good for this video.
Yeah. Even though we have spent 40 minutes trying to get this started.
Mm-hmm. See, I should note right now that I rarely ever take my consoles online unless it's like to download an update or something, and I basically had to connect Resident Evil, you know, I had to connect my Xbox 360 online, and then it's like, you know, I tried to access the... I tried to access the Xbox Live Marketplace, but for some reason it wouldn't let me, even though I was signed in on my Xbox Live account, which I never use, and I was confused. See, the whole reason that we were doing that to begin with was because I want to play the Iido campaign with him, and I wanted to download the free DLC that, you know, adds in the two-player character into that mode. And it's like, you know, I downloaded it, like I said, I downloaded it on my Xbox Live account, and, well, yeah, because I haven't actually played the game on that account, that specific account before, it meant, yeah, because I didn't play the game on that specific account, it meant that I had no save data on that account, meaning I had to go through this whole intro section just to, like, get to the main menu so that... Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. Like, I had to go through this whole intro, or we did, rather, in order to get to the main menu so I could see if I could access the Xbox Live Marketplace. For some stupid reason, I still couldn't access it. So, we went ahead and tried to start Iido's campaign just to see if it, like, downloaded in the update when, you know, when I actually started the game up, and turns out it did. We had the DLC. So, yes, point in case, it was also that me and him would be able to play through Iido's campaign. Go away, zombie. But yeah, it was quite the pain. And then we had to spend like about 10 more minutes like trying to get my Elgato to like set up properly, because I actually haven't recorded anything on my Elgato since Uncharted, so I had to set some things up, and yeah, I had to hook stuff up, and
then after all of that, the internet cable thing.
Yeah, my Ethernet cable stopped functioning properly because the little hook on it broke, so now it's not staying inside my computer, so I had to go get tape, and I had to tape the stupid thing to my computer so it will stay in. Yeah. And now here we are. We're Let's Playing this.
Yeah. When I get home, I'm going to see if I have an extra Ethernet cable for you.
I don't know if you have any. I mean, you use Wi-Fi, so I don't know if you even have an Ethernet cable, but...
Mom might have an extra one.
Well,
if she doesn't, then I'll see if I can head up to Walmart next time I cash in my check and see if I can pick up one for you.
Well, thank you very much for that. You don't have to though, man. I mean, I could get one myself, but I don't know if Walmart even sells them.
What the hell?
Anyway, yeah. I know Resident Evil 6 is, like, a little late to be starting into the series, but the main reason I'm doing this one first, and the only reason, really, is because, you know, Spirit wanted to do a cooperative Let's Play of it with me.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't own Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, so unfortunately I can't bring Let's Plays of those, and, you know, while I do want to do a Let's Play of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5 sometime, it's like, you know, we just got to this one first in the end.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, I own Resident Evil 5 on PC, but he owns the 360 version, I think.
I do, I have it on 360.
So,
But I also own Resident Evil 4 on the PS2, and I also own the Ultimate Edition on PC, and that's the one that I'll be recording. But yeah, I don't have Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3 in my possession, so I am not able to record those. Capcom, bring those to PC, please. Like, you know, make PC ports of the older Resident Evils. I mean, you're doing it with, you know, Resident Evil 0, so why not Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3? Well, actually, to be fair, they do have the Resident Evil remake remaster on PC, and that's a million billion times better than the original Resident Evil to begin with. So yeah, but it would be cool to see Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis
oh, yeah.
on PC.
Man,
If I ever do acquire those games, I will do Let's Plays of those, but
it kind
yeah.
of reminded me about that one time when I rented, I think it was, I don't remember which Resident Evil game it was. I think it was like, what, 1 or 2, I believe. I don't remember, but I kept getting my butt handed at me by that stars.
Yeah, that was Resident Evil 3.
I could not get past him.
Yeah, Nemesis is relentless. Like, he will hunt you throughout the entire game.
So, my mom, who's not a major gamer, she couldn't get past him. And you actually had a little bit of trouble getting past him, if I remember correctly.
I did. Dude, I had a lot of trouble beating that game when I was a kid. I can't believe I did beat that when I was a kid.
And we had to go through that really annoying puzzle, or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, the water testing puzzle. Dude, the first time that I completed that puzzle, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was literally just moving the bars around at random, and I just, like, randomly solved it by mistake. And it wasn't until, like, a few playthroughs later that I realized how you were supposed to solve it, and then it became a lot easier. But it's like, before I actually understood the method, it was just like a guessing game. I hated that puzzle so much.
Yeah. Nowadays, you know, when they're developing games like that, they usually try to make it a bit more clearer in what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
The only times when you ever see a game that's really cryptic on, like, what you're supposed to do is usually if you get a game from Korea, because they, you know, cryptic, confusing stuff is really big over there.
Mm-hmm.
So they you know, it's just the way things are done over there. But like in Finland makes some really good games. The only problem is, you know, because of the software and hardware that they have to use, it's not very compatible with American software, so they kind of have to tweak it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And which makes it a little more expensive.
I just realized something. I should turn on subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the subtitles are on, aren't they?
I actually don't remember.
I can't believe that we're somehow, like, I'm paying so much attention to what you're saying that
Yeah, they're on.
apparently I didn't even notice that they were on.
Well, if they're not on, we can always turn them on. Oh, there
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
they are.
Huh, Now that I think about it, she really does look like Tina from the back.
The reason I always turn on subtitles is, because I'm aware that there may be some viewers who might be hearing impaired, so it's good to have them on for them. And since we're going to be, talking over a lot of the cutscenes, it would be best to have them on anyway, so people can, actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
And that is pretty much the end of the tutorial intro level.
Spiders.
It's actually called the Prelude, but yeah.
Resident Evil 6.
Man, I am so excited to see Disturbed tomorrow. The band Disturbed.
For the past 3 or 4 days, you've said tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, you keep saying, I'm gonna see Disturbed tomorrow, next day. I'm gonna see Disturbed tomorrow, next day. I'm gonna see Disturbed tomorrow.
I had a complete brain fart, and I found out they were actually performing, Sun. Okay, what's today?
Today is Saturday.
Yeah, so they're performing on Sunday.
Okay.
I just had a complete another brain fluke.
Anyway, a short explanation about this. There are 4 different campaigns in Resident Evil 6. Each one of them has 5 chapters. I believe all of them are 5 chapters long, meaning there's like 20 chapters total in the game. Leon, Chris's, and Jake's chapters, they all kind of intersect in some way, but Ada's chapters also intersect with, the others in some ways, if I'm remembering right, but yeah, it doesn't matter which order you play them all in, but we're probably going to be going in the order Leon, Chris, Jake, and finally Ada. And originally Ada's campaign was a single-player only thing, but they released a DLC, which we were trying so hard to actually acquire earlier.
And yes, we did get it.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go into it, but yes, I can confirm that we have the second playable soldier guy available for Ada's campaign, so we can do that co-op as well. So we can do all 4 campaigns in co-op, but yeah, I'm not sure what difficulty we're going to play on. We're not playing on No Hope, because I realize that will be an editing nightmare, and we would probably be at certain parts for hours on end.
Plus, it would almost be literally impossible for someone like me.
Yeah, I don't think we will ever get through No Hope mode together. I mean, I would have a horrible time going through it, probably, because like, maybe on a New Game Plus, No Hope wouldn't really, maybe it would be feasible on, like a New Game Plus playthrough, but on a fresh file, I cannot even imagine how horrible No Hope mode would be.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it would be no hope.
Yeah. So we'll try this on, say, medium difficulty,
Or normal.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we'll play on Veteran, because there's like amateur, normal, veteran, professional, and then no hope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, amateur is, I guess amateur would be kind of like,
On my level, basically.
you're better than that, dude. But yeah, amateur would be like, that'd be like very easy, and then normal would be like easy, and I guess veteran would be kind of like normal mode, I guess, because veteran is like the middle of the road difficulty.
At least it's not like, God hard, or God mode.
God, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what would be harder, God Hard from Vanquish or No Hope from Resident Evil 6? Because I've never played No Hope, but I hear that it's a horrendously difficult time. And, well, God Hard took me about half a year to beat on Vanquish, and I died I don't know how many times. That is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in any game. And yes, I would consider it far harder than my first time through I Want to Be the Guy.
So,
It's really difficult.
So, what do you say? Let's get this started, partner.
We can do that next time.
Aw.
Yeah, because I remember you gotta go home very soon, unfortunately. But hey, at least we got it started. So yeah, next time we're gonna be jumping into Leon's campaign. And it is going to be a fun time, and there is probably going to be tons and tons of failure, right?
Yeah. Also, for those of you asking, I don't know, what Iido thinks on this, but I know that I've been, getting asked by this a lot. Will Iido ever do a Let's Play of Vanquish? I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I want to Let's Play Vanquish. I'm not Let's Playing it on God Hard, though. I'll probably Let's Play it on Hard mode. Like
Okay, there you have it.
normal Hard. Because normal Hard is, like, a good difficulty. Like, it's not stupid hard, but it's challenging.
Yeah.
Like it's not too easy and it's not too hard, in my opinion,
Yeah, guys,
so...
I mean, I know you're all on big on requests, but next time you have a request, send them to Iido directly. Because...
Yeah, because, see, even though me and Spirit do videos together, he doesn't actually have any recording equipment, and all the recording is done, at my house, so... Yeah, it's
I
like...
have nothing against it, it's just I have literally no way to record.
Yeah.
Like, at best, I have maybe my 3DS XL and maybe a small digital camera.
Yeah, hey man, one of these days, though, maybe you'll have some recording equipment.
Yeah.
And you can be a Let's Player.
I already had $50 on my first
Well,
paycheck.
technically, in some ways, you kind of are a Let's Player, since you do stuff together with me.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes, on rare occasion. Dude, we used to do stuff, like, so much more often, like, on my old channel. We should really start playing
and
more
for those
games
of you
together again.
And for those of you asking, since this is a dual Let's Play, I will have it uploaded on my channel as well.
Mm-hmm. Because you need content on your channel, like, seriously. I'd be willing to share this on your channel.
I'm just clearing that up for you other people out there,
Mhm.
who do watch my channel too. So I'm just clearing that up for the record.
Anyway, we gotta cut this off for now, so see you guys, and I hope you all enjoy this Let's Play when we actually get to it.
Okay, later.
Keep in mind, progress may be slower than other Let's Plays, because obviously I can only record this when he's able to come over and visit.
Which is usually on a Saturday because I have work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm-hmm. We may try to get some done on a weekday here and there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And in case if you're wondering what my job is, I do piecework. Basically, it's making boxes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway. You ready to end this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Later, guys.
See ya!